All right, let's dive into something pretty interesting today.
Mm.
We're going to take a look at Bitcoin.
Okay.
But not just Bitcoin, like, the basics that everyone's heard.
Right.
We're looking at it from the perspective of
Someone
who really, really knows finance. Paul Tudor Jones,
Oh, yeah. Big name.
billionaire hedge fund manager, founder of Tudor Investment Corporation.
Exactly.
This guy's made a fortune
Yeah.
figuring out where the world's going and then putting his money there. So even if you're not, a Wall Street kind of person, this deep dive is about understanding how someone like that
Yeah.
sees the future changing. And maybe, just maybe, we can all learn a little something from that.
I think that's the goal, right?
Absolutely.
To sort of glean these insights from people who have been so successful in these arenas.
And he's not just, dipping his toes in the water with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He's making a pretty big splash, right?
He is, and it's fascinating because he's calling it digital gold.
Okay, digital gold.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
It's catchy.
But what does it actually mean?
So what he's essentially saying is that Bitcoin is a safe haven asset,
Okay.
like gold. When traditional currencies like the US dollar start losing value due to things like inflation, he sees Bitcoin as a place to park your money
Gotcha.
and preserve its value.
Okay, so he sees it as a safe haven,
Right.
like gold has been.
Exactly. It's that digital equivalent of gold.
Interesting. And part of what makes his perspective even more interesting is that he's connecting this whole digital gold idea to some pretty serious concerns he has about the U.S. government's financial situation.
Yes, absolutely. He's really worried about rising debt.
Yeah.
The U.S. government just keeps spending more than it takes in.
Right.
Those deficits keep growing and growing.
And they just print more money. Right.
Well, and that's exactly what he's concerned about.
Yeah.
Because when a government does that, it can lead to inflation, right? Each dollar becomes worth a little bit less.
Yeah, it's like, I always think about it like the candy bar at the store.
Sure.
The one that used to cost $1 now costs $2.
Exactly. Your money doesn't go as far. That's inflation in a nutshell.
Right, exactly.
And when that happens, investors start looking for places to protect their money. They want assets that will hold their value or even better, increase in value when everything else is getting more expensive.
Right, they're trying to kind of stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. And that's where this concept of an inflation hedge comes in.
Inflation hedge.
Yeah, it's like finding shelter from a storm.
I like that.
You need a safe place to ride it out.
Protect yourself.
Exactly. And Jones believes Bitcoin can be that shelter.
He thinks Bitcoin is that shelter from the inflation storm.
He does, and he's not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk. Reports have come out recently that his firm, Tudor Investment Corporation, is actually increasing its holdings in Bitcoin ETFs.
Okay, wait, hold on a sec. I need like a Bitcoin ETF explainer here. I know ETFs in general, but Bitcoin ETFs, I'm not so sure.
Sure. So ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. And a Bitcoin ETF is basically like a basket of Bitcoin stocks. Think of it as a more convenient way to invest in Bitcoin without having to actually buy and store the digital currency itself.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to actually have a Bitcoin wallet and worry about all that.
Exactly. It simplifies things.
Got it. So it's a simpler way to get involved. But why would Jones specifically choose ETFs? It seems like there's a strategy there.
There definitely is. His choice of ETFs suggests he's thinking long-term, not looking for a quick profit. ETFs are designed to be held for a longer period.
Oh, I see.
Which indicates that Jones believes Bitcoin has staying power.
Okay.
This isn't a fad for him. He sees it as a durable asset.
Right. So he's not trying to buy low and sell high next week.
No, not at all.
He's thinking years down the line.
This is a long-term play for him, yeah.
So he's saying Bitcoin is here to stay and it deserves a place in your portfolio, right?
Yes. He seems to be saying that it can be a valuable part of a balanced portfolio right alongside your traditional stocks and bonds and whatever else you might have.
So Jones is basically saying, hey, Bitcoin's a legit asset. It can help protect you against inflation, and you can diversify your investments with it.
Exactly. And the thing is, this isn't just some random guy on the internet saying this.
Right.
This is Paul Tudor Jones, who's built a career on being right about these things.
Yeah. Someone who has a track record of outsmarting the market.
Yeah. Predicting where things are going.
That definitely gives you something to think about, right?
It does.
Now, of course, this isn't financial advice from us. We're not qualified to give that.
Definitely not.
But it does make you wonder if someone like Paul Tudor Jones, who's made billions in the financial world, sees this kind of potential in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Does that change how you see cryptocurrency,
Mm.
even a little bit.
Makes you curious.
It does, right. I think it's worth at least exploring and, coming to your own conclusions. Always do your research.
Always. Yeah.
All right, that's our deep dive for today.
Fascinating stuff.
Thanks for joining us.
You bet.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Sounds good.